Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. And today we're going to take a look at a stock for the SKS rifle from Lucky Shot Woodstocks. Now, Lucky Shot Woodstocks is a company that I've been following for a couple of years now. They originally were over on Etsy before Etsy decided to boot off anybody making basically anything associated with firearms and firearms related parts. Took me a little while to track them down, but eventually I did. And a few years ago, I did a cleaning video on how to clean an SKS. And the model I specifically featured in that video was the Norinco Sporter model. If you're not familiar with the Sporter model, it was basically a feature neutered sort of SKS that came into the United States between roughly 1990 or 91 and 95 or 96. I could be off a year or two on that, but it was a limited run. And you didn't have things like a flash hider, compensator, or bayonet lug, bayonet for that matter, grenade launcher, and so on. But what you did have was a magazine well that would accept AK-47 magazines, which was kind of cool. But you also had a thumbhole stock. There's nothing wrong with that stock in terms of using it, the ergonomics and comfort, it's totally fine. But I wanted something a little bit different, and I thought it was really cool that Lucky Shot Woodstocks offered an aftermarket stock for that particular model that I own, which is a little hard to find accessories for because it was kind of an unloved model, and now they're actually becoming somewhat collector's items over on Gunbroker. So anyway, I want to take it to the range, but I also wanted a different look for it. Now, Lucky Shot Woodstocks, they sell a variety of stocks for Mosin Nagants, many different variants of the SKS rifle, and also the Sega shotguns. So if you're looking for an aftermarket woodstock, there's nothing wrong with Boyd's and, other companies that are out there, but I wanted to give a small company a chance and just to see what they could do. So the stock itself was $124.99. I've got just their basic hunter style stock. Now they also make a Monte Carlo style stock, a Dragunov style stock, and I think one or two others that I'm not mentioning right now, but it's pretty cool that you have different options. You have different wood choices and different stain options. Now, in the nature of full disclosure, I did pay for this completely out of pocket. It was $124.99. I had shipping of $11, and a total was $135.99. I ordered it on May 28th. It's currently July 6th, and it just showed up today. Now, they do say on the website that there's a wait time of 1 to 2 months before the stock is going to show up. So I knew that going into it, and they fit them before they ship them out. You might have to do some very, very minor sanding, but supposedly they just basically drop in and they're ready to go, or at least people say that according to the reviews, which seem to be pretty positive. So let's go and get started. We'll take a look at the stock. It does come with a little gas port cover. You can also order those by themselves if you need a replacement. You can finish them yourself if you want to. But anyway, let's just go ahead and cut right into it and see how it is. Now, in all honesty, the toughest decision that I had to make was which wood finish to go with, because they had 5 or 6 different finishes you could go with, or types of wood that you could go with. I think they had things like cherry and maple or oak and so on. And what I decided to go with, since this is a rifle from a communist country, was the color called Commie Red, or Commie Stain Red, or Russian Red stain essentially. All right, let's go and check it out and see how it is. Check out the fit and finish. Another really cool thing is that the owner, or the person that was going to be making it, they did contact me before they shipped it to just confirm one more time the rifle that I did in fact have, just to make sure they weren't going to send out the wrong stock, which I thought was really cool. Okay, this does come in a protective wrap, some paper towels, and some plastic wrap, and also the cardboard. And we'll go ahead and get it open. Hang tight. So while I don't intend to shoot the SKS a lot, I do want just a different style of stock for it. And oh yeah, it does have the spring for the release for the trigger pack, which is really cool. Okay, we're gonna maybe have to carefully cut this out of here. Ooh, the finish is beautiful. Nice, almost lacquer-esque finish to it. Try to give you the best lighting and angles on it that we possibly can. So first of all, let's start at the back. It does have a nice buttstock pad on it. It's a very dark red. I think I've got a what is this, maybe a cherry finish wood for my bed frame. It almost matches it. It's got a nice kind of red tint to it. That is very impressive, very uniform all the way across the board. It's got that little ridge carved into it. Check out the inside. The inside's finished too, which is really cool. Hopefully it'll be free floated. Although, actually I don't know if it matters on this rifle or not. I've got such a short barrel sticking out of the front. This version that I have is very short. That is very, very cool. All right, very nice. Probably see me in the reflection. Hey, all right, let's go and flip around. Yeah, the finish looks great. It looks very uniform across the board. I like that little butt pad in the back. It's got a little bit of weight in the rear that'll help balance it out a smidge. Sweet. There you go. Here's the bottom of it. So I don't have any kind of sling points or anything like that for it, but I'm not necessarily going to use it for hunting. I've got a Ruger Ranch chambered in 762 by 39 that I would use for a situation like that. Does look to be completely ambi in terms of just kind of how it's biased. I think the Monte Carlo style, you get the right-handed cheek weld or right-handed shooter cheek weld with it. They might do it with the left too if you call and ask them. Man, that is beautiful. All right, so we're going to show you the before and after of the SKS, and I'm excited. Let's go and get this installed. And before I forget, here is that handguard. Inside even has a coating of the stain in it. It just doesn't have the lacquer on it, which is fine. Look at that. That is awesome. Like I said, they do sell these just as basically just carved and finished wood bits that you just go ahead and put your stain on if you want to, your gloss and so on. Man, these guys do great work. All right, we will go ahead and get the SKS and we'll show you the before and after. Okay, so here is the SKS Sporter. It was kind of bubbled up a little bit from the guy I got it from. He just wrapped around like some inner tube or some tennis racket wrap with some electrical tape. That was just to give it a little more cushion, but there's nothing wrong with it. It just has like a little inlay that's in the wood stock, like a little black plastic insert that, honestly, this does make it more comfortable to shoot. So this is what the factory stock basically looks like. And then the bottom has a standard factory magazine well for AK-47 mags. There you go. I do kind of like that. I think it is maybe a 16-inch barrel total. It does have a cleaning rod, which is cool, but again, no compensator, no flash hider, no grenade launcher attachment that I know of. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about SKSs or if these models even came with a grenade launcher. That might just be a UGO thing, but no bayonet at all. Let's check out the other side. And again, if you check my channel, I've got a complete cleaning video on this one that you can check out if you want to. It's going to be for, I'm seeing these running for about $1,000 right now over on Gunbroker, which is just, one metric for measuring gun value, but they are going up. And it's kind of funny. It was a gun at a time that nobody really wanted because it was a band model or pre-band model or post-band model. And in the end, they just ended up becoming collectibles. Now, this one does have the ghost peep sight on the rear. I do have the factory iron sight for it that I could install, but I kind of like it. And it is date coded 1993. So that's how I know the production run. They're not super rare. You do find a few of these for sale on Gunbroker from time to time, but you don't see a ton of them. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get it installed and we'll check it out before and after with the mag and the magazine well. All right, guys, so the switch over has been pretty much seamless for the most part. There's just one little issue that we're going to run into, and it's going to require some help from one of my buddies. But again, the action went together really well. It took a lot of pressure to get those two pieces to combine in order to get that little pin to snap into place. And if you've ever done an SKS cleaning, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Got a lot of fingerprints on it and stuff. I'm going to hit this up with just a little bit of some liquid gold furniture polish and let that kind of marinate a little bit. Problem that I have is that I cannot get the pin out of my gas tube in order to swap the furniture for the handguard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that off to a buddy of mine who's going to take it out for me. I absolutely cannot tap it out, and I don't want to ruin it, so I'm going to get that taken care of. And then once it's all done, we'll take it to the range, do a little shooting video with it. The cleaning rod went in here just perfect. It had just enough room to fit into place. No issues there. Magazine fitment is just fine. You actually don't have the liner in the stock, which you have in the original stock, which I thought was kind of interesting that doesn't come over here, but there's no magazine wobble at all. It locks into place and it's great. It's a nice snug fit. And this is what it looks like with a 30 round mag. And we'll show just a, whatever this is, 5 or 10 round mag here in just a little bit. But again, been very, very happy with this product. And again, it's looking really cool. The balance feels really good. It's just the right amount of length of pull on it too, so it fits me really well. All right, let's bring it back for just a few final words. And here she is, unfinished, of course, but with that 5 or 10 round magazine in there, it fits in there just fine. But the 30s look a lot cooler. Okay, guys, make sure you check out Lucky Shot wood stocks and just see what they have to offer. So if you're thinking about doing an SKS swap on your stock, or maybe you want to do one for the Mosin Nagant, like I said before, they've got a Monte Carlo style stock. They've got this kind of standard style stock that you can get. They also have a Dragunov style and some thumbhole options too for the Sega Mosin Nagant and also the SKS rifle. So that's it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll get this out to the range here shortly once we get that gas tube situation taken care of. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe, like and subscribe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon.